Is BRAiNStORM. We are here. We're going to do a Doordash live Q&A. All the things you might have questions about regarding DoorDashing. You maybe are DoorDashers and you have some input, some advice to give me. I've only been doing DoorDash this year. Not even a year off yet, but learned a lot of things along the way. It's my third job, so I have two main jobs, regular jobs. One of those is the real main job, and the other one is the other one. I get paid as well, but the funding is not stable, so it's not like guaranteed. And but it's still good, you know. I only do it a couple of days a week and some on the side. So, how you doing, guys? We are talking about some DoorDashing. You have any DoorDashing questions? I have my DoorDash bag. This is the new bag that they sent me this year. It's a big old bag. Look at that. We might have some goodies inside that we can share later. Kid Savage! Lydia! Hey! You're staying up too, aren't you? Well, I am home. I've been DoorDashing. I made like 20 bucks in 2 orders. Now, how do you make 20 bucks in 2 orders, you may ask? Not easy. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I tell you, the way DoorDash gets you is that there's 3 different statuses. There's a gold status. There's well, the top status is platinum. That's the one you want, platinum. The second status is gold status, and the other one is silver. I think silver, gold, platinum. Now, the 3 statuses kind of dictate your ability to do the things you might want to do, DoorDash. So, long story long, short story long, whatever. Yeah, I know it's 3 p.m., kids. I know. You're up too, so thanks for hanging out with me. So you want that platinum status because the other statuses don't allow you to have what platinum has. How it gets you is if you have anything other than platinum, you have to schedule times that DoorDashing is available to you. Hey, guy. Quiver? Yeah. So you have to schedule times, and you can't just go DoorDash whenever you want to. Like what I'm doing is in between, like on my lunch break or before work or after work, like tonight. And yeah, so you got, if there's a lot of busyness going on, which they do alert you in the app, hey, it's busy in your area, go DoorDashing if you want to. Well, if you don't have platinum status, you don't get that DoorDash now. I am wearing glasses because I can read your comments. Otherwise, they would be super blurry and I couldn't read them. I need reading glasses. And these are blue lights, so they help me with the glare as well. I found the internet. Yeah, you're funny, fella. I've been doing DoorDashing for 6 years. It's probably longer than you've been alive, sir. But you want that platinum status, because you get that platinum status, you can DoorDash, you can Dash Now. But I found recently, Dash Now is not always available if there's too many flood of DoorDashers, where there's a lot more DoorDashers these days than there ever have been in the before. Yeah, I look like Artie Lang. I know. Okay? I look like Jack Black. I know. You wish I was your dad. Have I ever eaten customers' food? No, I have not. I treat my dashing seriously. If I take on a dash, I'm going to get it done. And I'm going to get it done right. People have called me and said they missed something. I'm going back and going out of my way. And sometimes they tip you. Some they say they'll tip you and they don't. What is it with people? I do not want to take any dash that's not at least $1 a mile. So if I take a dash at 6 miles, and you're paying me $6, that might be all right. But if you're paying me $10, it's a little bit more enticing. What would I say to my younger self? Start YouTube the very first chance you get. I wish I had not held back on starting this channel. I've been doing it for 6 years now. I wish I had started it 10 years ago, and I could have been so much further along. Go to sleep. I'm not sleepy. Look at my hair. Doesn't it look like I'm sleepy? Sabby is a great friend of the channel. He's been around a long time. He supported this channel quite a long time, and that's why he's got a wrench next to his name, because he can help me moderate now that he's checking me out. Alrighty, Bobo. You gotta get that looked after. That's my advice to you. If you want any solid advice costs you a nickel. And if you got that reference from the Peanuts, you would probably laugh with me. Well, you get platinum status by making certain milestones. You have to have 100 orders, so you have to go on 100 orders. You have to have successfully completed 100 orders, and you have to have certain percentages of customer acceptance. Like, you can't just deny and decline every order. You have to have a certain percentage. I think it's 70% or more. And then you have to have an acceptance rate. That's about the same thing. Yeah. And there's another little thing in there, like a customer rating, where customers can rate you. And you have to have a certain rating. You can't be rated too low. So you can't crap out on people, and you can't keep dropping orders when you accept them. You gotta keep that acceptance rate up, that rating up from the customer rating, and you gotta keep all that's easy because I do a job seriously. But keeping the 100 orders when you're only doing it part-time, that's where they get you. Because like if you don't keep dashing, and you don't know unless you're keeping track of it. So it's a 30-day, it's a 28-day system. Yeah, it's a 28-day system. So like every 28, 30 days, I'm sleepy. But anyway, the last 30 days, that's right. The last 30 days. So think of it as marbles. When you have a big bowl of marbles, and a black marble is a decline, and a white marble is an acceptance. So say you threw 100 white marbles in, they're all acceptance into this 30-day bowl, right? You got 100 orders, and every time you put a white marble in, if a white marble comes out, so you can only maintain 100 in that bowl. One goes in, one comes out. Now, if your percentage will never change, if it's always 1 for 1, but if you put an acceptance in, and out on the other end is a decline, then your percentage goes up. And so my percentage, as long as it's above 70, then you can keep your platinum status. But you got to keep those marbles going in, though, in the 30 days. So if you only got 94 marbles in there, which I have right now, then I have gone back to gold status. And gold status it's okay, but it's not Dash Now. It is not very optimal to my operations. If I had all day availability, I could probably just dash when it's busy and get my platinum status back by getting 6 more dash orders done. But no, yeah. I lose my platinum status all the time because it's always right there on the cusp between 100 orders. So I try to bank a bunch of orders. You try to bank 110 orders or 120 orders in 30 days, and then you can afford to lose a few and take a few days off. Yeah, you make money. I've learned it recently. Like tonight I tried something different. I only had a short amount of time that I wanted to do it. And at night, there's only so many things still open this late. You know, maybe Sonic's open pretty late. McDonald's in my area is 24 hours, but then after 11, the lobby closed, so you got to go through the drive-thru. So I'm thinking, you know, they give you an option to dash by time. So you get $11 an hour by time. That is active dashing, not 11 hours the whole time you're dashing. Active dashing, it means you have an order, you accepted it, you're on that order, and however how long that takes you from acceptance to completion, they're going to pay you that. And it's prorated. So if you only take 30 minutes on that order, you're going to get half that $11, plus tips. And I recently realized tonight that if you go to the menu where you can see things after you accept an order in this status, in the time status, you can see the tip that they're offering, but you can't see that up front. Anyway, Bobo, I'll read my comments if Bobo were so inclined to drop me a dime of donations. Dashing can make good money if you are willing to do it. You got to keep doing it, and you've got to do it all day long or all night long. Jesus loves me, and he loves you, my friend. Jesus loves everybody. What are y'all talking about? I live in Alabama. I am in LA, Lower Alabama. Yes, praying is important, Kid Savage. Use that wrench. You got that wrench. Kick some folks out if they're being rowdy. I don't usually have a moderator on here. I need to make Lydia one of my moderators. She probably would do a good job at that. Hey, Sabby, can you throw Lydia a wrench? I don't know if you're able to do that. Lydia is usually up late, and she's usually hanging out with me in these lives. So why don't you give Lydia a wrench there, Sabby? No, I didn't. I got 16 viewers, by the way. But no, I'm talking about people who are being stupid and they need to go and think about their lives in another place. Oh, well, I like doing these vertical lives because it's a great way to connect to people. The last one I did was so fun. We went in the store, but I couldn't see my comments. It has to be channel owner. Understood. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see if I can do that. Why not? For lack of better things to do. I cannot do that there. No. I don't think I can do that in a vertical live unless I'm on a computer. Good job, Savvy. Yes, good point, Savvy. He is one of the viewers. You ever hate those lives like this one where I'm reacting to what people say and you have no idea what people say because you're not reading the comments in a replay anyway. That is called work stains, my friend. Actually, it might be a cheeseburger stain. Yep. I don't care what you got. You don't have anything positive to say. Whatever. What? I do not have poop stains. Peter North is retired. Good for you, sir. I will retire when they bury me 6 feet under, or whatever that may be. Because there's no retirement these days. Everything's so expensive. You know, even money's expensive. You gotta work 3 jobs just to struggle. That's the way I have to see it. Blah, 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 blah. My favorite snack is peanut butter. I love peanut butter. I do have a snack here today. In the Doordash bag. I always have this as the BRAiNStORM Snack Chat channel. I got this present for my son, actually. This is a lovely present. Break in case of emergency. So let's break it open. Why not? Let's see what we got in here. I'm not even sure what I had in here, honestly. This is a BRAiNStORM. A rainstorm. BRAiNStORM? Drinking a rainstorm. That's clever. Clean Energy Valencia Orange. Say it with me, folks. Can you say Valencia? Swiper, no swiping. Where is that from? Yeah, Dora the Explorer. Oh, yes, such a crappy question. Good job, Savvy. We are partying with a rainstorm. BRAiNStORM. Alright, let's crack it open. I'm addicted to this crack of the can. Yep, that's what they say always. Energy drink, that's what I need at 3 a.m. Whoa, that's pretty tasty. I don't think I've ever had a rainstorm. I got this big tub that's a snack box in my truck. And when I get things, people give me things, I put right into it. And I work through those things every now and then. Sometimes I sit there in my truck for a while. And this one's probably, honest to God, no doubt, been in my truck in that various forms. Well, not my truck, because it was in the Flex before the Flex got totaled in a wreck. Yeah, we talked about that before. But this is probably a year old, no doubt. If I were to look at the Best Buy date, it would have been expired already, most likely. Hey, it's still good. It's an energy drink. It will keep me all pickled in the inside, probably. Hey Google, what is Don Carlos' problem? Okay. I'm so happy to hang out with y'all. I really am. These lives they make very little money in revenue. They do, and nobody's got any other Q&A questions for me for DoorDashing. Um, is it lucrative? I would say the way I'm doing it, not really. You're going to eat up a lot of gas, so it seems like you're almost breaking even. But when you don't have money coming in and flowing in, that's paycheck to paycheck, and paychecks goes to bills, and yeah, you want to eat, you want to put gas in your car so you can go to your other two jobs, you DoorDash. And sometimes when you got to pay the internet bill, for example, I need $100 in a couple of days. I don't get paid, or I got paid last week, so I don't get paid for another week and a half. I need to pay that internet bill, so I need $100 for the internet bill, so I'm going to be DoorDashing until I can make it. Unless somebody wants to donate $100 here, then I'll be DoorDashing. And even if you donate $100, people are so silly. I hope you're entertaining yourselves, folks, with these stupid, worthless, waste of time comments. Rise and grind. Honestly, I'm considering getting my second win after this live stream, and we've been doing some live streams in my truck with a oil lamp, and I thought, I'll sit in my porch. Why not? I got good Wi-Fi. The washing machine behind me, a little think cube. You want to see the washing machine? That's Lois. She's an awesome washing machine when she works. She's a washer and dryer combo. Yeah, I like the oil lamp. But Lois was protesting her labor conditions recently, and me and my son, who was so smart, and he helped me immensely, because last time we had a technician out here, it was under warranty, and they came out, and it took forever and a day. So I wasn't able to be there, but my son was here, and he paid attention, and he's smart. So Bert and Ernie, those are our cats. They're around somewhere. They've been crawling up my backside, wondering if I had food for them. But he paid attention. This next time now, we're thinking the same issue with the clogging, or maybe the guy didn't clean out all the clog. But he showed me how to take it apart. We worked together this past Monday. We took it apart. We got the clog cleared, and we put it back together, and it's actually working better now. Purring right along. Excuse me. Times two. When you burp, you always got to pay one forward, just in case. Just bank that. Excuse me. Yeah, so we put it back together, and it's purring, it's working. And I don't have to go to the laundromat. I did it live at the laundromat the other day, if you haven't checked it out. Yeah, my son is super smart and supportive. He has good credit, and he works hard, just like his dad. Hey, he's only got one job, okay? I'd be happy if he's happy, whatever he's doing. Hey, Sabby. I'm very proud of my sons. I have some great children. They're all mostly grown and working hard and doing their thing. And I'm very proud of them. So we're just hanging out, guys. We've gone almost 20 minutes hanging out, Cheers. You're right, Lydia, they are all smart boys. They're beautiful, beautiful boys. I found out when you're a father, all you can hope for is to inspire your children to do the best that they can, to be the best version of they can of what they want to be and choose to be in their life. And you hope that you've shown them that they can be self-sustaining, that they can take care of business, and they can take care of themselves. So I'm not diving into politics, my friend, but yeah, I told you I'm from Alabama. You can probably imagine which way I lean. Plop. If I was going to mod anybody and had the ability to do so right this moment, it would be dear Miss Lydia. Hey, Sam! Retired Inspired. Hey, good morning. Is it morning? It may be. I'm not quite put together. Politics are all horrible. That's why I don't like talking about politics. I want to share positive things. I like hanging out like this in these live streams, like I said many times, because you can meet awesome people that you wouldn't get to meet ordinarily. I mean, you meet people in Walmart, you meet people at the post office, when you go on vacations in the craziest places, you meet awesome folks. Isn't her landscaping? Hello. This is a rainstorm for BRAiNStORM. BRAiNStORM Snack Attack. This is a Valencia orange. I am in Alabama, guys. Where are you from? It's great to meet new people. I love new people. My dad's never met a stranger and I follow his example. Strangers are only people you hadn't met yet, and it only takes 3 minutes to get to know somebody. Or at least to get to know them close enough that you want to know them any further. Georgia. Wow, people love to show your ignorant selves. Welcome. I say stupid things to get attention. Sad folks, sad folks. Can we get 5 thumbs up? We've got 2 thumbs up right now. Can we get 5? We just need 3 more, folks. 3 more to get 5. Can I get up? There's a 3. There's a 3. All right, 2 more. We need 2 more, guys. 2 more thumbs up to reach that. There's 4. How about that? All right, we need 1 more to get 5. Note to everyone out there, if you say something stupid, I will neither acknowledge it nor give you the time of the day. And I do have a mod here tonight for the first time ever, it seems. And he is working hard to stop y'all silly little comments from me even reaching the light of day. Well, that siding is blocks, my friend. It does need cleaning and painting, I grant you that, but that is not siding. I have a block house or a blockhead. What makes me happy is hanging out with good folks, having some good snacks. And tonight we're snacking on some rainstorm for BRAiNStORM. I love that joke. That was just an unintentional joke. Like most things in life are humorous if you just take a look at it sideways. Alright, folks. I did find out what these little gems, these little rubies are that you can see. You can buy like a Google currency for live streams and stuff like that. And you can give rubies to a content creator like myself. So like 1 ruby equals a penny. 100 rubies equals $1. So you can donate so many rubies. It's like a way you can do that. This is fun to hang out with folks. Savvy's on it, man. He's deleting all these knuckleheads. These knuckle dragon trolls. Oh man, I'm broke, you for sure. You got some rubies? I was referring to the rubies because I didn't know what they were until I researched it. And people were donating them in the live streams I've done before. Why am I up so early? I have not gone to bed. I worked late, closed my big job, and then I went door dashing. Hey, we're at 9 likes. So I'm not up. I'm still up, is more accurate. Retired Inspired. Used to be Side Hustle Sam. He's got a good channel going on. I'm proud of him and his channel. He does a lot of Sunday live streams. I've yet to catch one in a while. I'll be honest with you, I've been working so much. So, Sam, I am working 3 jobs these days. If you count Doordash as 1 job. And then the other 2 regular jobs that I've always have. And then if you count YouTube, honestly, it's more like 3.5. Because I don't make a lot of money from YouTube. It takes up a lot of time and effort, but it's more of a hobby that keeps me going, actually. Man, you gotta hustle. Sam knows all about the hustle. Y'all should go check out his channel, Retired Inspired. It is too much work, but you got to make it work. I unfortunately cannot be retired. I did not be able to retire from my job. I can get into the long and short of that story, but I shall not tonight. Well, my YouTube channel is monetized, so I do make some revenue out of it, but not much at all. Especially when the donation button here, the donation notification is constantly saying 0. Retire inspired. Well, I get it. Retire inspired. But retired inspired sounds good too. It rhymes. But no, I'm glad you corrected me there. Hello, cutesy. These vertical lives, Sam, if you've never tried these vertical lives like this, you can get a lot of looky-loos passing through and a lot of views. It's pretty cool. I like doing these vertical lives. Honestly, they're the lazy ways. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. You wouldn't know it to look at me, but I actually have some education. Yep, I have a few degrees here and there. Would I recommend college? Yes. Wouldn't trade it for the world, for the experiences and the things I've gotten from it. Now, I don't know that one by heart. Matthew 16:28. I don't know that one. But everybody knows John 3:16, or they should. If it weren't for God keeping me going sometimes and my family, trying to take care of my family, and that, I mean, what else would there be? What, I'm going to do it for myself? I'm going to be so selfish and just live all alone and by myself in the world? No. What's that? I don't care about that. That's why I love YouTube, because I can share my passion for snacking, because I am definitely round, and round is a shape. It's not in shape, but is a shape. But I love to snack, and that's why I've come across, a good time, good content, so I can keep doing content, and I can publish every day except Sundays, because I take Sunday off, for the most part. Still work on Sunday, unfortunately, but I don't post videos, at least on Sunday. It's definitely not required that people donate. Yes, you had 100 subscribers. You're right. I didn't have that much more myself, and look at us now, snacking and chatting. Worldly knowledge. Thank you for that kind comment. So those kind comments actually make it all worthwhile in a large way. It really do. Because, you and I may never meet again. I hope you'll go subscribe to the channel and you'll check out my content, and we can keep in touch through the comments and through all the, great observations. If you ever need snacking is just universal. Whether I speak a different language or I'm a different culture, everybody understands 2 things in life: food and laughter. And then everybody may have different tastes when it comes to food, and there must be different types of food in different cultures, but universally, everybody gets hungry, everybody needs to eat, everybody understands food. Political lines blur, cultural lines blur, divisions and just classic things that divide us blur when it comes to we can sit down, enjoy a meal together, share a snack together, reach our hand in the same potato chip bag, and snack as brothers and sisters, because God loves us all the same. And when it's raining, that's why I love the rain. When it's raining, everybody gets wet. I don't care, rich, young, older, poor, whatever. Everybody gets wet, and everybody is, the same in the rain, and everybody is the same when it comes to snacks and food and the desire to stay alive for the most part because we all have to eat. But laughter is also universal. When I doesn't matter what language I speak or where I'm from or where I live, if I make you laugh by doing something silly, or if I give you a chuckle or you make me laugh, then we all understand what that is. And so for having a good time, just being a personality that I am, being a good natured, jovial kind of guy, that I enjoy sharing with folks the snacks that I find along the way, because I'm going to eat and snack anyway. I might as well go out of my way to try to find something different and share something different. And I might make a little dollar here and there. That helps out too. But that's not why I do it. These little live streams and all these videos are like time capsules for me. They're a way to keep myself energized and feeling creative, because I like to be creative and I like to write and I like to be creative and make videos and movies and stuff like that. But it's a lazy way to do it, honestly. I can throw up this phone, turn on the live stream, and just go. And I get to meet people like y'all, and that's awesome. That is so awesome. I have tried the foreign snack boxes. Yes, you do. Breaking bread, you're really cutting across a lot of problems. Hey, Ken Savage is dropping some great verses on us. All right. Sandy and Jackson, thanks for coming by. Hyperborean. Death Vault. Well, welcome, Toby. Hello. We're just hanging out. And it was great to see y'all. God is good. God's been blessing me eternally. And I'm fixing to sign off on y'all in a little while and head on over, get me a shower, maybe get me a few hours of slumber, and probably get up in a couple hours to go door dashing again. Like I said, gotta make that $100 I need in a week or so to get that internet bill paid. And I got other jobs, but the paychecks aren't flowing from them. I can't go jump in my truck and go make money the best way. I mean, I could, but I need to do it legally, safely, and I'm doing my best. Hey, thanks for that gift. That's awesome. Somebody just donated a ruby or 100 rubies. Thank you. That is very nice of you. That is very nice of you. We were just talking about the whole rubies thing and how that works. See, I'm seeing 6 rubies there, right? And I don't know. And I was thinking that equal 1 cent for 6 rubies. But then it seems like you're donating 100. So what is that? Is that $6 or is that 6 cents? So yeah, maybe someone smarter than me would know that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's all good. Thank you for donating, though. That's really nice. Whew, that will help me with some snackage. Sometimes, it still takes gas money to get to the snacking store. I do door dashing. I started doing that. And it's a good thing because that's kept me going in a lot of ways. Yeah, I don't know that I want to have people in my vehicle or trust myself. 20 cents. That's fine. I appreciate that. That is very sweet of you, guy. I appreciate that. I really do. Guy or gal. I was trying to read up on what the gifts meant and all that stuff. I'm learning every day. Thank you so much. You have a great night too. The gift is 100. It's 2 rubies. Okay, great. God bless you as well. God has blessed me immensely. And you have blessed me as well, so I appreciate that immensely. Like I said, I don't do this for ad revenue or any kind of fame or recognition. Who cares about that? I bet Uber Eats drivers do make good money, and I've considered trying to do that as well. I just like to master one thing at a time. I did the Spark from the Walmart, picking up and delivery kind of thing, and I can do that. It's all right, but it's a little bit more crazy and out there. Sometimes you don't get the full payoff until like especially with the tips on the customers, they make and deduct it from you because you don't get it until like the next day, and it was just no. I need to go ahead and that self instant gratification. Like when I'm door dashing, yeah, that's one good thing about door dashing. Thanks for subscribing. That's awesome. Hope everybody will give me a thumbs up and subscribe if they will. That'll help me out immensely. If you can't donate otherwise, that's awesome. But yeah, that's one good thing about door dashing is that when you're dashing to a specific amount of time, you're like, oh, time to go home, or my dash is over. Then it instant payout to your Crimson card, and you can use that Crimson card just like a debit card, and it works really good. I'm enjoying this little energy drink. I needed this earlier, actually. I worked in my main job, if you want to know. Today was my busy day, normally. I worked 12 hours in my regular job, and then I DoorDashed for at least 2 hours. Dichotomy of... What? Yeah, I don't know what that is. So, like, if I decided I was thought about coming home and getting a shower and going back door dashing, and I said, no, you know what? I'll just do a live stream, and connect with some good folks, and then I'd go get a shower, and then maybe take some sleep into consideration, because that is necessary for good health as well. Hi. You gotta get it where you can. That is the truth in the matter. There's some discussion going on about the Bible that I wasn't following. Savvy's your man if you need a Bible discussion. He's our moderator. Where's everybody from now that's hanging out in the live? Everybody's still mostly with me, I guess. We are to pray for our enemies, aren't we? Yes, we are. Hawaii, all right. That's a pretty cool place. Hawaiian food is my favorite food of all time. I love Hawaiian grill food. It's just poke bowl, some masubi. I wish I had some masubi right now. My wife makes killer masubi. Alabama, yep, Lydia, howdy. I'm from Alabama too. I actually know Lydia. She's a good friend of mine. You get some good Hawaiian food in Hawaii? That's a silly question, probably. But I love some poke bowls. It's about the closest to the good stuff we can get to around here. There's a place called Pounder's Hawaiian Grill in Crestview, Florida. That's a ways away. All right, it's a little bit of a drive, but it's worth it. Lao. Ooh, I love Hawaiian food. But Pounder's is the best food. The best place. I've done a review on Pounder's Hawaiian Grill in Crestview. That was when they were at the old location. They started out as a food truck, and then they got so popular that they moved to a regular location, a brick and mortar, and then they kind of outgrew that, and they bought some land across the road from them, and built a bigger place, and that's where they are now in Crestview, from what I understand. I haven't actually been back there. When I did that review, though, the owner sent me a $100 gift card afterwards, and that was pretty cool. There's one in Niceville, and there's also one in Destin, I think. Maybe somewhere else. I think there's 3. I know there's 2, but I'm not sure that there's 3. I haven't been to one of the other ones. I've only been to the one in Crestview, but it's so good. If you're ever in Crestview, Florida, or Niceville, Florida, Go to Pounder's Hawaiian Grill. You'll thank me, I promise you. They have the 3-meat plate. I mean, it's so good. Is my Hawaiian brethren octopus soup. That sounds really good, actually. You know what musubi is? It's basically their version of matsubi. Is their sushi, but it's instead of fish, it's spam. And spam is huge in Hawaii, and I love it. Fry me up some spam any day. But you wrap that sucker in seaweed, rice, and that's some good stuff right there. Let's just hang out, guys. Why don't we? It should just go an hour. I only got another 20 minutes. We'll have it done an hour-long stream in ages. Who knows? You never know till you know. And I challenge you to try the new each and every day. The time to try something new is when it's standing right in front of you, guys. And I challenge you to try the new each and every day. The weather is feeling so good outside. Yeah, no, you don't have to have raw sushi, but the spam sushi, the musubi is the Hawaiian sushi. It's so good. My wife makes the best. She does. I need to get her some funds so she can make some. Did you try? What did you have tonight, Lydia? First video game I remember playing was Pong, actually, on a very old Atari gaming system. Sweet potato, that's lovely. Sweet potatoes. Oh, that sounds good. With some butter and a little bit of cinnamon. You never had a sweet potato before? It was the original Atari. I don't remember if it was 2600. I think 2600 was the one fancy one that came later. But the original Atari. Yeah, I'm that old. The day I learned, when you got the Sega, which came later, which is still the same company, you can put the Sega controller on the old Atari system. That was like super fun to play games with, like Pitfall. That was one of my favorite games. Pac-Man, of course. Tank. Those simple games like that. Some crazy folks. River Raid. Is that a game? No, Atari game. Sega Saturn. I didn't have a Sega Saturn, but I did have the first Sega Genesis. Not Sega Genesis. What was it? I don't remember. It's been too long. I had my first real console system that I got for Christmas that I went all out for. Was the Nintendo. Remember the old cartridges and you had to blow on them and hit them to get them to work, to warm them up, really. Playing Ghostbusters. That was classic. Mario. Who didn't play Mario? Super Mario Brothers. Duck Hunt. Yeah, I was just thinking of the Duck Hunt. That was a classic. They're all fun, classic games. Sonic. Yep. Sonic was a great game and a great place to eat. You could go to Sonic right now. I did a Doordash tonight from Sonic, and their system was down. They were like, unless you're a Doordash. And I'm like, yes, ma'am, I am a Doordash. She's like, okay, honey, it'll be right out. And I'm like, I'm not in a hurry because, I'm doing it by time. The longer you take, the more money I make. So you can do it by dashing. You can do it specifically by offer. So, like, you know what you're getting, tips and all. And the Doordash itself don't want to offer you nothing. Or you can try it by time. And that's a little tricky sometimes. Because you can't see up front what you're getting, really, when you do it by time. But if you're not in a rush, then at that point, it's a little bit more relaxed. But I waited, and I accidentally honked the horn when I was trying to find something. Oh, there's some birds. I was trying to figure out what that noise was. Historical battle. I don't know. It would probably be a Civil War battle. If I could witness a historical battle, I'd really want one on American soil, and it'd probably be a Civil War battle like Antietam, which changed the whole flow of the war. Gettysburg would have been something to observe, but wouldn't want to observe all that death and carnage. That would just be too disheartening. But definitely something on home soil. BRAiNStORM, Valencia orange. That is our snack of choice tonight. And I've gone on so long, I might as well wrap it up in about 15 minutes. That'll make us an hour. We had a kind donation of some rubies. If anybody else wants to donate rubies or just straight up donation of cash, it would be much appreciated. So every now and then you get a $1.99 donation, and it just lights up your day. I tell you, the next day you're whistling Dixie all the time. Well, you're whistling something. I appreciate y'all as well. Judge Roy Bean. That's a heck of a name. That's a name out of literature right there, or some kind of past memory, movie, storyline, something. Sounds like a Western. Seems like a Western. We make the rules. I had a sheriff deputy, or a county sheriff, tell me one time, I make the rules so I can break the rules. And I'm like, you go, boy. There was a lot of experiences in life that we filed away in our memory, and certain smells or people or situations brings out those memories and pulls them out of the cobwebs and dusts them off. And those are good moments, I guess. But as you get older, those memories get more and more unavailable. So I'm like trying to file away things, and some things get deleted. You're like, what? Yeah. Everything is a memory. That is true. Everything's action. Everything's memory. Well, I appreciate like heck y'all hanging out with me. I really do. Kid Savvy, you've been doing a good job. Observe the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law. What movie is that from? But somebody out there knows. Observe the public trust. Riggs, I appreciate that support. That's awesome. If that's all you can do, if you can like and you can support by subscribing, that's awesome. Thanks for the donation. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out this whole rubies thing. When people donate 100, that equals one gift of ruby or gift. I don't know. I don't know what it means. It's like 20 cents for 100, I think. But any donation, YouTube's going to get their 30%. Yeah, they get 30% of everything you get donated to you. Unless you go to other avenues like Buy Me a Coffee, which a lot of content creators use. Ghost Pepper Ranch is actually really good. I like their Ghost Pepper Ranch. And I missed the whole Takis burger thing that they had. I love Takis and I love Wendy's, and I just missed it altogether. A, because a lot of times I was broke. B, I was just so busy I never could get to it. And around the time it came out too, I was a bit disheartened by YouTube, honestly. I was a bit with it. I was doing mostly everything vertical, which I'm still doing the shorts vertical. But it took us. I was being stubborn. Kentucky fires were bombed. Yeah, I heard about that, Lydia. But I like to try things because you never know when you're going to get to try it again. When it may not come back again. You know, it might have been a one and done kind of thing. And I hate missing out on things. That's why I like to try things. That's why my family gets annoyed because I can't go in any restaurant or anywhere because I want to do a video. I'm getting better about that. I really am, especially when I'm with the wife. I'm trying not to. She supports me in my channel, but she does get annoyed by it. And she doesn't watch my videos. And most of my kids don't watch my... Mostly, probably. They probably do watch my videos under some pseudonyms I'm not aware of. But that's alright. One day they'll have these records of these videos, and they'll find them useful, and they'll want to be able to see their dear old dad when he was young and silly and coherent. Yeah, I got a lot of gray hair, but it's all going for this. I try to be a cool dad. You know, you try to do your best. I had a cool dad. He was a great dad, a great example. He taught me so much, and I miss him immensely. And you kind of measure yourself by your own father, you know, when you're a father, and you hope that you do a good job inspiring your children as you feel your dad inspired you. But it's not until you get older that you appreciate, especially when you have your own kids, that you appreciate what your dad did for you, how he stayed up with you when you were little because you were scared of the dark and just sat there for hours reading his Louis L'Amour books, just sitting there being quiet and letting you fall asleep, you know, or buying you the latest toy that you just had to have with the last $2 he had in his pocket, or going out of his way to take you to the movies. Well, today's topic was supposed to be a Doordash Q&A, but it's turned into a random how do you do kind of. So a lot of people are spouting about Bible quotes and such in the comments, and I'm just reacting to all the people's. I hope that I have a great relationship with them, but they're the arbiters of that. They're the judges of that, not me. I love them immensely. They're my best friends in the whole world. I wish I'd had a little girl. We did have a little girl that we lost. She didn't make it quite to birth, and I would have been a great spoiler of a little girl. She would have been Daddy's little girl. I guarantee you. I love kids, and I hope to have grandkids one day. Hint, hint, gentlemen, kids. If you are hearing this, my kids. It is definitely past my bedtime, fellas and ladies. Jims and germs, Gyps and Gentiles. I should be drinking this water that I brought. I should be drinking that, but nope, I'm drinking an energy drink. A clean energy Valencia orange energy drink. That is what I'm drinking. BRAiNStORM for BRAiNStORM. That's definitely the irony. We might not be talking wholly about snacks these days in this live streams, but we are at least snacking while we're yakking. If you go to my merch store, you can see lots of cool merch on there. And there's a Stop Yakking, Get Snacking, Stop Yakking, Get Snacking t-shirts. I even have one, an apron/bib, depending on how you use it. I have glasses, a chug mug glass. I have all sorts of nice, cool things on my merch store. So you can find those links in my channel description or in these videos. Yeah. Do-da-do-da-day. You know, it's never too late. You're never going to have a perfect time, Judge Roy Bean. Never going to be a perfect time to have kids. You're never going to be rich enough. You're never going to be ready enough. There's never a perfect time to do something new. To try something you've always wanted to do. To start a YouTube channel. Don't put it off. You know, whatever your dreams are, work towards them. You can do little goals at a time. You can always be constantly working, moving forward. All I've ever wanted to have was a family of my own, a family with kids and a loving wife. All I've ever wanted to have was a place of my own to take care of them, some land of my own, and we finally got that. This we finally got that, and we're trying to keep it together and trying to keep it going. It's not easy. It takes a village. It's not easy, but it's never going to be a good time to do things that are uncomfortable or scary. You just got to do it, guys. You got to push forward, make plans, make plans upon plans, under plans. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. I appreciate that prayers. Prayers is a powerful tool that we all neglect. And that is good. I will. I hope I can spoil her. I'd love to. Well, risk. There's no reward without any risk. You're not going to win the lottery if you're not playing. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it's tripe and it's cliche, but it's true. You're never going to achieve, good fortune is not going to come to your door often and knock and drag you by the collar out into the street and say, "Here I am, take me." You got to go out there and look for it. You gotta work towards it. I mean, I wish I had more time in the day. I don't like sleeping. I don't like sleeping my time away, and there's so many more fun things I could be doing. Fun, or so many more things I can be doing to support my family. Hence, this is honestly the way I unwind and the way I communicate and center myself. I do a lot of prayer myself, do a lot of walking with God, talking with God. But these live streams, connecting with ordinary folks and cool folks across the world. I mean, the potential we have here on this phone, through a little bit of signal or Wi-Fi on that little fisheye camera on this phone, I can see people and talk to people all the way around the world. And they can comment, and I can comment back, and we can bridge those divides, those distance divides that divide us, or those cultural divides that divide us, those language barriers that divide us, all the different things that divide us, and we can come together on a common ground and just have fun and talk to each other and share each other's thoughts, and sometimes say stupid, silly comments and get booted out by Kid Savage. It just happens. We're 2 minutes away from an hour, and that's wild, if you ask me. I think my legs are gone numb sitting in this chair, to be honest with you. Yeah, we repeat a lot of things, I guess, because I feel the same way every time we do these live streams. That I want to share the positive. It's good to share. It's good to take risks. Ah, man, I'm not amazing. I'm just here. I'm here, and I've learned a lot of things in my life. You're amazing, George. You're amazing. Well, pray or pray, ever how you spell it, means the same thing. Well, maybe not, because there are different connotations to those words. But it's all about perspective. It's all about point of view. It's all about confidence sometimes. It's just get out there, do it. Don't hem and haw about it. Don't put it off. Don't put yourself down. You got to get out there and sparkle. You got to be that diamond in the rough that just everybody else overlooks. And when that one person finds that diamond and they recognize it for the beautiful gem that it is, then that's when it makes it feel all worthwhile. And with that, guys, I hope y'all have a blessed night. We are getting up on an hour, and we had a productive chit-chat, guys. We didn't do much Doordash talking, but we did get some of it out there. And who knows? See you on the next live stream. Y'all have a blessed day, guys and gals. Get some rest. I will. Challenge you, as ever, to try the new each and every day. You got to savor the flavor and taste the spice of life, because you never know until you know. You never know, guys, what you're going to like in life, whether it's food, whether it's dreams or hopes or people or jobs or whatever else you may come. Yeah, sweet dreams, Lydia. You never know till you know, guys. You got to get out there and try it. Texas. Texas has got it going on in a lot of ways, that's for sure. All right. We finished that bad boy. Y'all have a great one, guys. See y'all next time. Bye-bye. There's a tear in my beer 'cause